Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Honest Betting Reviews. Hope you're having a good day. I wanted to do a quick update on Electroneum. We're a few days in now, and I guess if you've been following this, you probably know it's not been a great start for them. Unfortunately, a few things have gone wrong. This has upset the apple cart a little bit. A few people have been a little frustrated, understandably. But yeah, I wanted to get into what's been going wrong, what does this mean for Electroneum, and where we're going to go from here. So just starting with what's happened, basically on the 1st of November, the blockchain went live and we were meant to be able to download the mobile app and also to be able to mine Electroneum and access our online wallets to be able to withdraw Electroneum and potentially sell it or exchange it for other cryptocurrencies. So that was meant to what was meant to happen on 1st of November. But as you're probably aware, I think most of you probably are, things didn't quite go to plan, did they? And unfortunately, we had firstly we had a problem with basically some people had their Electroneum hacked from their accounts because they were using the same username and password as some other accounts that had been hacked in the past. So whether it was Yahoo accounts or some other accounts that had been hacked, where data has been published online and that kind of thing. So these hackers had those details, could log into those people's accounts and took their Electroneum. So it wasn't a problem at Electroneum's end as such, it was the people who were using the same username and password for Electroneum account as they've used for other accounts in the past. And that's something you should never do, and it will put your security at risk. But obviously it's not good news for Electroneum either. It's shows them in a bad light, I think, and I think they should have had additional security measures in place at the start. So that was the first issue that we had. So they tried to introduce some new security to protect against that happening, whereby they were going to reset everyone's passwords, and then you would obviously put in a new password, and they also advised people to have set up a new secure password for their email address that they use for Electroneum. And then they relaunched it again a couple of days ago, but unfortunately, if you try to log in, this is what happens. Basically, you get this message saying they'll be back as soon as possible. They rolled out a password reset, as I've just described, to lock out the bad guys at midnight on 2nd November UK time. We had Amazon's team online monitoring network traffic along with our guys. At the stroke of 12 midnight, a huge amount of automated traffic hit our servers from thousands of IP addresses. Amazon got us to shut down the entire system whilst we analysed the network traffic. And then it goes on to say, or they go on to say, recommended a significant network infrastructure change to protect the network and that kind of thing. So they're trying to rework this now, put up a new system. Working very hard, they say, 6.5-hour solid shift, and they're testing these steps, and they hope to be able to get this going again soon. So that's where we are at the moment. Unfortunately, if we go to the main Electroneum site, we get a similar message. It's like you can download the mobile app by the link below. I mean, you can download it via this app, by this link, if you've got an Android, by Google Play. Still not listed on Apple yet. However, for security reasons, the protect your ETM will delay the launch of online and mobile wallets and the mobile miner. So you can't do mobile mining at the moment. You can do mining on your desktop. Theoretically, I tried it myself and it didn't work for me. I understand a few people have had the same problem, but some people have been able to mine on their computer, so it may just be something I did wrong there. I tried it a few times, 3 or 4 times, and it just didn't seem to work. But I hold my hands up and say I'm not a very technical person. I've never done any mining of any other cryptocurrencies, so as I said, it may have been an error on my part. But either way, the blockchain is live. People are mining this coin. That's good news, at least. And yes, hopefully we will get the mobile miner up and running in the next few days, and we'll also get the access to our online wallets. I was able to check. Unfortunately, mine hasn't been hacked, which is good news. I think I did ensure I had a special password for that, which, as I say, you should always try and use a new password. And I'm expecting Electroneum to introduce some new security measures as well, perhaps via a PIN code to your mobile phone. So let's have a little look at some other things going on with Electroneum. They've had an interesting interview with Richard Ells, who's the CEO of Electroneum. If you go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Electroneum, I'll put in a link below as well. So it's an interesting interview. I won't replay the whole thing because it's nearly an hour long. But if you want to get the full updates, you can watch it there. What I would just pick out a few highlights for me from the interview. So in terms of the coin numbers, there's going to be all that there. At the end of the ICO, there were basically 5 billion coins that were purchased, with including the bonuses and all that. And then what they're going to do is they're going to have 7 billion coins that are available to the mining pool, the mobile mining pool, and 7 billion coins available on the blockchain to be mined through the computing. So that's interesting, that allocation. Quite a large number, I think, there to be mined through mobile phones. Again, Richard isn't sure about the amounts that you will make from the mobile mining. That will depend on the price of Electroneum, which I'll come on to in a second, and how many people download the app and are mining it. So yes, they say that on the mobile miner there'll be no heat. The battery won't run down. It should all be usable on even our old smartphones from a few years ago. They had a little demonstration there on the video here with this Afzal Ahmed. So that's good. In general, I thought the video and interview is good. It's reassuring that they're still very, very confident in this project. They've still got a lot of exciting things planned in terms of the marketing and the viral growth. Another thing they mentioned was in terms of the referrals for recruiting more people to download the app. It'll be quite a lot bit different to how the referral scheme was during the ICO, but basically you'll be able to refer people with a code, a QR code, which they'll scan, and then you'll go into a pool for a prize, and it'll be like a raffle. So the more people you refer, the more tickets you get, if you like, into the raffle to win a prize. And Richard didn't elaborate on what the prizes would be, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But anyway, so that's another thing that should help the viral growth. So if we have a look at the price of Electroneum, it went live on the 1st of November on the Cryptopia exchange, and then just been tracking it on CoinMarketCap. So if we have a look on there, we can see what the price is now. It's fluctuated a bit. I mean, it's generally been going down, not surprisingly, because of all the problems that we've been seeing with it. But it's still, at the moment, well above where I expected it to be, and the price during the ICO. So it's currently at 4.8 cents, so just under 5 cents per Electroneum coin. And don't forget, during the ICO, it was priced at 1 cent, but with bonuses and so on, then if you bought during that ICO, you're very likely to have bought it effectively at less than 1 cent. So you're still looking at a 500% return on investment at the moment. But this is obviously, this price is before people have got access to their wallets. So there's a lot of people who may, once they get access to those wallets in the next few days, hopefully, they may then go onto the exchange and try and sell some Electroneum and cash in some profit. So we may see that price drop a bit. And if you have a look at the chart, it's it started off quite a bit higher. I think when I first looked at it, it was about 12 cents. Seems to be around 15, 17 cents there. It's just been steadily going down here from sort of 11 cents, and then 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, and then to 4, and then it's just been, well, little increases here, but seems to have settled a bit more down there towards 4 or 5 cents. So we'll see what happens, as I say, once everyone gets access to their wallets. I expect that price to drop a bit more, but in the long term, hopefully we'll do very well. As I say, they've got some big plans in terms of marketing, getting this thing going, getting it viral, and I think that's quite exciting from that point of view. So we'll see how that goes. I think overall, yes, it's been frustrating. I think what's for me has been revealed here is one of the things that I was slightly worried about at the start of Electroneum, which was they seem to have a little bit of a lack of expertise in terms of the team they had available. So I did a post here looking at whether Electroneum is a scam. I did this on the 17th of October. And I basically said, look, I don't think Electroneum is a scam. I think it's very genuine, and I still think that. I still think it's a very genuine project. I don't think this is a scam at all. But well, having a look at the team behind Electroneum here, I did say, so a good main lineup. Certainly Richard Earl's an established figure, and his retortal business is well known and successful. Ideally, we would like to see a little more expertise here from diverse sectors such as finance, legal, services and accounting to help guide the progress of Electroneum. And then I compared it to LA Token, which is another token that was running their ICO around the same time. And if we have a look at the team, this is the LA Token team, and this is, I think, a little more of what I was hoping Electroneum would get on board. So if you have a look at some of these guys, you've got former engagement manager at McKinsey & Company, 5-year tenure, former engagement manager. McKinsey & Company, one of the biggest consultancy firms in the world. He's managed equity funds, portfolio 400 million. Got a guy here, Mike Jones, CEO of Science Inc., America's ICO incubator. Former CEO of MySpace. Got Cecilia Muller-Chen, who's a former COO at UBS, Deutsche Bank. So these are some serious people that they've had, involved in the project, or are involved in the project. The LA Token. I was hoping we'd see a bit more of this Electroneum, because if you have a look at their team, it's a little bit lightweight, if I'm honest. And this is what I said in my review of a few weeks ago. So whilst Richard Earls is good, most of these other guys, I mean, these guys are just coders, really. He's got 10 years experience, well, that's fine. This guy, it just says what he does. This guy, computer science from University of Kent. So what I was hoping Electroneum were going to do, and what I still hope they do, is to go and get some of the kind of expertise, experience that LA Token have got, so that they can avoid the kind of problems they've had already. Because if something serious goes wrong once it goes live, I think people might start losing faith in this. I think we can understand to this stage there have been some teething problems. With Electroneum, it's not been absolutely ideal, but it's early days in its first few days, so we can allow them that, but I think they need to get that expertise in to make sure that this project is a success, because it is a great idea, and I think it could do really well with the right guidance there. This is basically just a listing of the exchanges. So they're currently listed on Cryptopia, which I think is a New Zealand-based exchange, and apparently the amount of volume of Electroneum traded there is the biggest on that exchange, by 5 times the largest amount of volume. So that's another good sign for Electroneum. There's obviously a lot of people interested in it, people wanting to buy it and not just sell it. I think that's good news. There's still people willing to buy it at at the prices we're talking about here, around 4.8 cents. So yes, if we go back, so these are the other ones. They've applied for Liqui and HIT BTC, so hopefully they'll get listed on those. Richard L said he's confident they will get listed on some of these exchanges, so probably got sort of applications planned in the works on these other ones: Poloniex, Evercoin, Bittrex, etc., etc. So that's good news. Anyway, let's get started. And then in terms of the app listing, as I mentioned earlier, it's not live on Apple yet. Apple has said that Electroneum needed to be listed on the exchange, so it's listed on the exchange now. Richard says he's just going to wait for things to go live, get the mobile miner live, and then they'll apply to Apple again. So hopefully it'll be a few days, maybe more than that, but it'll be live on the Apple, on iOS, on the iPhone, which will be great. So there we are, really. I'm, as I say, a little disappointed with what's happened so far, but in the grand scheme of things, hopefully this isn't going to be fatal or anything like that for Electroneum. We've still got a huge, long way to run here, and a lot of positive things going for it. So I'm still confident it's going to be a success. Just like to see a bit more specialist expertise and advice there on the team, but hopefully that will be coming. Richard did say they are recruiting, and now they're going to be recruiting more people, which is good news. So hopefully they will get the kind of expertise they need on board, and we can see this thing really power forwards towards hopefully $1 a coin at some point in the future. That would be great. So anyway, I hope you've found that update interesting on Electroneum. If you've got any comments or questions, please let me know. Please like the video if you did find it interesting, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's much appreciated. It lets me know that people are enjoying and finding these videos informative, so it gives me encouragement to keep on doing them. So that's it for today. As I say, we will watch Electroneum closely. I'll do some more updates soon. Let's hope things get up and running in the next few days. We can all get mining that Electroneum on our phones and start really seeing some positive progress with it. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye.